everybody, and welcome to 500 Open Tabs. I'm Kaveh Taherian. My normal co-host, Hannah Hillam, is still off this week, so we brought in another one of the big dogs to fill in for her, or big cats, maybe I should say, because she's a big cat person. Joining me today is the Silver Telly award-winning graphic artist and illustrator, and also world-class editor of the middest podcast of all time. Please put your hands together for the wonderful, fantastic, optimistic Alyssa Cooper.
Oh my gosh. Thank you for having me.
Alyssa, welcome back. Thank you for doing the show.
Thank you. I'm always happy to be on here. I stress out about it because I want to pick the perfect tab, but it's always a blast.
That's how we are every week. We're like, oh no, that's not a good enough tab. I should do this. I should do this. I should do this. And then we end up just doing whatever. And you know what? None of them have been perfect. So
I don't know. I've got my list of like top 10.
Do you really?
10 tabs. I mean, not like on me, but I
don't
have it like...
It's in my sketchbook somewhere else at the office.
I have it laminated on the wall next to me. No.
Laminated?
I don't. No, but I definitely have like my top episodes that I tend to recommend to people when they're like, oh, you edit on a podcast. And I'm like, here's the ones I love.
And they're all like, why did you ask me to listen to this? They're all like, you just wasted an hour and a half of my time. And then they stop being friends with you.
Or I have a friend who's like, oh, I still haven't listened to it. And I'm like, it's okay.
That's most of my friends are just like, nope.
It's fine. But yeah, no, I definitely have my top episodes. They tend to be ones that I think aren't everybody's favorites, but just ones that stuck out to me. And I was thinking about this. I was like, I think I might be your guest who has listened to the most episodes.
I think so.
By nature of my job.
Yes, by the way, that was not a joke. Alyssa is our editor. If you're listening to for the first time to this podcast, Alyssa is also our editor in the podcast. And so she will occasionally make an appearance as a guest as well. The only reason we don't have her on every week is because it would be incredibly difficult for her to be editing and prepping tabs and being on every single week. It's too much of a strain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, prepping a tab is no joke. You guys make it seem very easy and fun, but like the amount of work that goes into it is legit.
It's funny. I don't think anyone ever said that I make it look easy. I think we make it look exceedingly difficult by our inability to focus on anything. But yes, thank you.
From my perspective, I'm like, wow, They just rolled into that.
I think I've mentioned this before. Hannah like bullet points randomly, and I will have a strict script that I've beat it out. Like I've written out like, okay, I got this, and this.
Oh, yeah.
And sort of allow for places where we'll just chat about whatever.
It's fun. Like I can totally tell just editing between the two of you, like you have completely different styles. And I mean, they complement each other really well, but especially since we've gone to the one tab format, it's so interesting. Like
it's much more obvious.
Oh yeah. I'm like, okay, so this is a Hannah week. This is a Kaveh week.
Where would you put yourself now between the two of those?
I have a script written.
Okay.
Because
that's my girl.
Yeah, I'm a planner. I tried bullet pointing and I end up forgetting stuff. So,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I don't lose any of those extra details that are like fun.
Exactly. I also full on practice beforehand. So I have like an idea of how long it goes, how long it takes for me to get through certain points.
Oh, you'll do like a full on like 30, 40 minute like fake presentation?
Yeah.
That's impressive. I'll do the thing where I'm like talking to myself in the shower as I'm trying to remember it and trying to make sure that like as I'm figuring out points, but I don't do like a full beginning to end practice of it.
Well, especially with this one, because this is the first time that I'll be presenting a tab like solo. I was like, I got to make sure this is going to
That's not true. You did the weird machine one a couple years ago.
No, but like that was a dual tab. So like you
I see
also
what you're saying. Like the whole episode is yours.
Yeah. So I was like, do I have enough to fill an actual episode?
Listen, that's what I'm here. I'm full of shit, and I'm here to fill the episode with as much excrement as possible to drag out that time.
Well, on that note,
what do you got?
I mean, unless there's anything else you want to cover.
No, I think we about covered me talking about bullshit for. No, let's do it. What tab did you bring for us today, Alyssa?
All right, so can't wait to see how you react to this one because I suspect I think you're gonna have feelings about it.
Okay.
They might not be positive, but I think they will be fun. All right. So I will set the scene. Mm-hmm. It is the 1990s. Mm-hmm. A toy company starts selling stuffed animals for around $5 a pop.
Uh-oh.
Adults start panic buying them. Families invest their life savings. Financial analysts even start tracking the prices and mapping them to stocks. Then almost overnight, everyone discovers their retirement plan is basically a pellet-filled bear. Welcome to the Beanie Baby craze.
Woo! The Labubus of their day.
The OG Labubus, honestly.
Mhm.
This is the story of how manufactured scarcity, collector mania, and a surprising amount of McDonald's led to one of the strangest obsessions in American history.
All right. Love it. You
So,
guys were you and Hannah were texting about something Beanie Baby related I think this is why you're like, I think I have no idea what you guys had books that you drew about Beanie Baby. Am I getting ahead of myself?
No, you were good. I do have the book next to me in case I got to show it. But
Okay.
yeah, no, I was full on a Beanie Baby kid. To be fair, like I did play with them. I wasn't like
You're like around how old, like when the Beanie Babies are in
in their
popularity?
heyday, like 7 or 8.
Okay.
So like
I think I was in middle school by the time it was
okay,
like a full-on thing. Because we're talking about like 96, 97, 95, somewhere around there.
Yeah, and then it kind of tops out at 99. So, but yeah, we'll get into the timeline. But yeah, so
Okay.
I was fully into it. Got my first Beanie Baby when I was 7.
What was your first one?
I have him. I brought him.
Okay. Is that the one that's in the case? Was that the Princess
no.
Diana one, by the way, that you had? Oh my God.
That was the Princess Diana bear.
Legendary.
In a case with a tag protector because yes, I fully bought in.
You never know. It could still happen. It could still be like the future currency for after the American economy collapses. They're like, we're not trading gas. We're trading Princess Diana Beanie Babies.
How many Dianas you got in there?
Yeah. People are getting killed.
No, this little guy was my first one.
Oh, that's cute. It's like a wolf dog or something.
Yeah, like a
Malamute.
husky.
Yeah.
His name is Nanook.
Is that the name you gave him, or that's the name that's on the Beanie Baby? It's again, I have no, I don't really know.
I'll give you a little walkthrough. They all have
Okay.
these little they're called tush tags. I'm bummed that I know
Tush
that.
tags, okay.
Because they go on the tush. It's so dumb. But they all have their names there, and then the actual, which I'll show Diana again.
I'll concede that is a cute dog.
It's a cute dog, right?
What was his name?
Nanook.
Nanook, very cute.
Yep.
It's hard. I don't know how you're helpless basically at 7 years old to get a little Nanook like that. It's it. Your life is over. Yeah.
And something that they
unfair.
were really smart about was the price point. Like this is easy for parents to be like, sure, I'll get you a toy.
Yeah.
$5 isn't
nothing. That was the price point of all the Ninja Turtles toys when I was a kid too. It was like $5. Like the expensive ones were $6, but like 5 is easy. That's a $5. Boom.
That's
right
so
there.
easy to buy into. And very like innocuous to start collecting because you're like, well, it's only $5.
Why not?
But yeah, all of them actually do have this like heart-shaped hang tag.
Mm-hmm.
This one's in a little protector. It's very extra.
They'll survive the nuclear holocaust.
It better. And each one has a poem inside.
Really? All of them?
Except for the original 9 because they didn't come up with the poems.
Original 9?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You're going to get into all the lore. I'm
going to get into the lore.
Questions. Okay.
But to close the loop on the book thing,
yes.
When I was a kid, my child best friend and I were obsessed with Beanie Babies, and we made a book of our own with little drawings and poems.
Hold on, what does it say? Fire Ant? Fire the Ant?
Yeah, this is Fire the Ant. The poem's really good. You can tell that we spent a lot of time on this.
Are you able to read the poem, or is that a bridge too far to ask you to do it?
He's red. He's smart. He likes sweet tarts.
Mm-hmm.
He once was big, but now he's small, but he's very tall.
Yeah. This is 7 years old?
7 or 8, probably.
That's great. That's a good poem for a 7 or 8 year old. And also, so basically, for anybody who's not watching the YouTube version of it, Alyssa has these 8.5 by 11 papers that are they stapled together in a book?
They are stapled together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Horizontal.
Yep.
The cover says, what does it say? New
Beanie
Babies.
Babies.
That's not an apostrophe S. That's just a dot. That's part of the actual decor around, like the design around it. Yes.
It is an apostrophe S.
Oh, it is?
Because I didn't know what grammar was.
Oh my God! You know what? The world has bent to your inability to know the difference between plural babies and apostrophe S, because that's all anybody does on the internet now. Everything is apostrophe S when they mean to do IES. It drives me insane.
Yeah. It's
this
everywhere.
could have been right now. It's kind of funny. I'm sure there's kids right now who are reading stuff on the internet who think that plural and possessive are the same thing.
I actually drew these last night. But yeah, one night we went to town on these because our parents were talking, and my friend didn't have video games or anything, so this is how we filled our time.
Well, that's awesome, though. I think that's a great exercise.
Yeah, and I've saved this book my whole life, basically, and I'm in the middle of another move, and so this is why I texted it to you and Hannah, because I uncovered it in the move, and I was just like, this is such a like relic of the 90s.
It's awesome.
And it's sweet. It's kind of embarrassing, but in like a fun way. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, I don't think it's embarrassing. You said because Hannah also did this as well. Is that what what you guys were texting
Hannah
about?
like immediately was like, "Oh my God, I know exactly what that is."
Yeah.
So I will get into the lore now.
Okay.
TIE. A lot of people think the company TIE is an abbreviation like TY. No, it is named for its founder, whose name is Ty Warner.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't get super into him. He's not the best guy, especially later on. Like they find that he does a lot of tax evasion, and he's a capitalist. I didn't feel like going down that road.
I think there was like Zach Galifianakis played him in a movie a couple of years ago. I watched like the first half of it, and then we had to like go somewhere, so I never finished it. But I remember it was like kind of funny. Like I don't remember any of it, but I do remember it was kind of insane.
Yeah. That movie, I need to watch it actually. But from what I was reading, like it's not much of an exaggeration.
Okay,
like,
it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. But yeah, so we've got Ty Warner. He is 40 years old, and he starts to think like I'm gonna make my own toy company. And that's in 1986 because he tried acting and that didn't work out. And he tried being a toy salesman and got fired from that.
Uh-oh.
So this was just the next step. Building
logical
his own toy
extrapolation,
company.
Yeah. Actor to toy salesman to toy creator.
That's the linear progression.
Mm-hmm.
And so originally in the 80s, the company sold these like life-size plush cats.
Mm-hmm.
And they were very different from other plush on the market because Warner had encountered these toys in Italy that were understuffed and filled with pellets instead of like stuffing.
Yeah.
And so people like for the longest time were like, oh, they're understuffed because they're trying to save money. And maybe that's true. But he said it made them more fluid and more posable, which is true. Like they're floppy, right?
They're floppier, yeah.
And he thinks like, oh, well, this makes it more lifelike for children. Like this is the better toy. And so it's important that that's where he starts because that's where the Beanie Baby actually comes into play. He decides to shrink down the toy, and he introduces the first Beanie Baby in 1993 at the North American International Toy Fair in New York City.
Yeah, I was going to say the one in New York City. Yeah, it's a very famous one.
Yeah. And it does okay. Like it doesn't get a whole lot of attention. People aren't psyched about it, but it gets some attention. And so enough where he starts.
They're like, it's not a Barbie and it's not a Ninja Turtle. What are we supposed to do with this?
I mean, absolutely. Yeah. You're going out against these big hitters. And also, like I said, this is a weird stuffed animal at the time. People are like, why is it a beanbag?
Yeah. Because you can play, hacky sack with it too once you get bored with it.
I think people did. I think kids did.
It's definitely got hacky sack vibes.
Yeah.
It's a sentient hacky sack being like, no.
Ow. So yeah, like I said, not most popular, but it gets a little momentum, and he makes what are called the original 9. So 9 different characters is what they call them. There's like a platypus, there's an elephant, stuff like that. And these are manufactured and sold in Chicago, like I said, for $5 each. And I did do the conversion for today's money. That would be about $11 now.
Okay.
Again, so like super easy price point for people to.
It's a cup of coffee now.
Truly, which that's a bummer.
That's it's a gallon of gas.
Half a gallon, let's be.
Half a gallon, that's true, yeah.
But yeah, so they're only selling in Chicago at this point, and sales aren't taking off the way that Ty wants them to. And so we're around 1995 now, and the company just decides like, all right, we're going to put some changes in place. The first being that each character gets a poem and a birthday in their tag.
Okay.
This is to make them more appealing to customers, more like personality.
Yeah.
Which makes total sense. And I will say that is credited to employee Lena Treverity. She's mentioned in a few different articles. So just giving her that shout out in case she listens to our show. I'm
sure she does. In fact, she wrote in our listener email this week.
What?
All about how she was the one who wrote the biographies and names about. You ruined the listener email about. But whatever.
Should we just call it?
Episode over. No, I'm sorry. Continue.
She has a tab open for every poem. No.
Yeah.
But then more importantly, the company decides to start restricting production and distribution. And this is where we come into that like manufactured scarcity that I kind of mentioned.
Yeah.
So they put limits on what retailers could sell the Beanie Babies. It can't be any big box stores. It has to be independent gift stores or small toy stores. So you're not going to find them at like...
I like that.
Right. It's very kind of like support your local business.
Yeah.
Sort of, you know, but it makes them harder to find. Like, oh, I have to go to this like boutique on a Saturday instead of just stopping in at Toys R Us, right? Then the retailers are only allowed to buy 36 of each character every month.
Interesting.
So
why that number specifically?
So I'm wondering if it's this will come into play when we talk about Princess Diana Bear.
Okay.
But I think it must be like rated per day sort of thing. They have some sort of number.
See. Okay, yeah.
That 36 is what they land on. And so when they stock them, they have them and they're gone. It's that sort of mentality. And then the other thing they start doing, Ty decides to retire characters after a certain amount of time, meaning they're no longer in production.
Yeah.
And they don't give a lot of notice for this.
Oh, they don't?
No. It usually catches people kind of by surprise. So that means like you don't know when the new one's going to be retired. You better go get it now, right? And then on top of all that, there's also production errors that happen with anything you manufacture. And so like tag misprints. There was a lobster named Pinchers.
Okay.
And his tag went out as Punchers.
Punch and lobster. I kind of love that actually. And he's wearing the red gloves, so you can't actually tell the difference.
Honestly,
really
though,
funny.
It's a good
should
character.
I draw that? Yeah, I was like, I should just draw Punchers.
Punchers the lobster. Yeah, they were like, it's a typo, and I'm like, maybe you should have kept the name.
Could have leaned into it. Yeah, I agree.
Right. So all of that.
So those were worth more for the misprint kind of stuff.
Yes, people were like
upside down stamp or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly. Like when things are machine made, it's kind of like, oh, you look for the defects. All this was strategic. It created the scarcity that ignited the collection craze. So that's 1995. And then within the next year, Ty also does something that was kind of unheard of at the time. They launch a business to consumer website.
Oh, okay.
And they're one of the first companies to do this where you can like directly buy from the company. And this is at a time when not everybody has internet.
You got to get one of those AOL discs to get on the internet in the first place.
Oh my gosh. With the dial-up sound, it's perfect. And so they start including the URL on every tag of the Beanie Baby and a call to action saying, visit us on our website. And I think
people are like, what's a website?
Literally. I was like,
I
think now we read past that. It is just white noise because every company has a site. Every company has an app. I ignore all of that. But in 1996, you're like, what? A website? How exotic.
Also, you have to remember, too, at that time, really up until like, I don't know, not that long ago, websites were like, they would have the whole http://
Oh, yeah.
Like www.ty.com/beaniebabies. I don't know, alligator/whatever.html. Like you would have to put the whole thing on. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. There weren't quick links. There was like effort that you had to put in to get online and to go to these sites.
But I remember when they first started including websites on ads or like on stuff like this, nothing about a web address looks normal. Like it looks like an alien language. So like, what is this weird alien language that's suddenly showing up on all these ads? I don't understand what that is, which is what was interesting about it.
Right. It's very unusual looking, looks fake. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they start including it on all their merch. And this was extremely effective. So people start going to the site because they're like, ooh, I wonder, could I buy there? Could I buy, instead of waking up at 4 a.m. to wait at Hallmark, maybe I could buy from the website.
Hallmark is not a big box store technically for them?
So I think certain Hallmarks are, but a lot of them are independently owned.
I didn't know that.
And I only bring that up because that's where I got my Beanie Babies growing up, was like our local Hallmark was a Hallmark like combo boutique.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was a combo with like KFC.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Wouldn't that be the dream?
KFC, Pizza Hut, Taco Bell.
I would love that.
Get a Crunch Wrap and a Princess Diana Beanie Baby all in the same place.
and a birthday card, go to the party at the same time. Yes. So yeah, this was super effective. People flock to the site, and this is also where they start announcing new releases and when retirements are actually going to happen. And so again, it's just like adding into that feedback loop of, all right, you have the information, now you can go stockpile these things.
Yeah. Also, we've trapped you into a little ecosystem of like where you're going to want to know and talk to other people, which is a perfect time for us to say, we have a Discord that you should join if you have not done so yet.
Speaking of our ecosystem,
yeah,
we have a Discord and a Patreon.
Yes. Real quick, actually, speaking of making money, let's go ahead and take a commercial break real quick, but we'll be right back. Okay. And we're back.
Back to the Beanie Baby madness. So we left off on the website. This ends up, like you kind of just said, igniting an entire secondary market. So, and again, like internet's new. There's forums. There's email newsletters.
Chat rooms.
There's chat rooms where you can talk to other collectors about the ASL of your Beanie Baby.
Age, sex, location for the younger listeners.
Oh yeah, this is a
do
dated
they still
tab.
Use ASL? I don't think they do it anymore.
I don't think so.
Because I feel like no one goes into chat rooms anymore.
No, do they exist still? I think the last thing
people do like chats under like a live stream and stuff, but like a chat room of just going. Like here's the thing: you used to go into AOL or whatever, and then you'd be like, oh, you want to go into this chat room and just talk to a bunch of strangers real time. And you're not posting on a board. You're literally having a real time chat with randos. With
another human who says they're this person, and they definitely aren't.
Everyone's lying.
Everyone's lying.
100%.
So yeah, there's a surge in like price guides end up being published a lot online because people are like, how much is my collection worth? And it's not like now where you can Google it and have an answer that's relatively, or gives you like a cost comparison. No, like people don't really know. It's really based on other collectors.
Or it's based on the people printing the price guides in the first place.
Yes. So like you say printing, there is a magazine that comes about called Mary Beth's Beanbag World.
Yes. And this is like the golden age of like magazine, like dog shit. Like I would just buy everything. Right. Because what you were talking about reminds me of Wizard. Do you ever read Wizard magazine? It was the comic book one.
I don't think I got that one.
Wizard was the comic one. It's probably like the Beanie Baby equivalent, where it would just be like, here's articles about comics and new stuff that's coming out. And then the back 30 pages were like listings and the prices of comics.
Oh, yeah.
At that time, this is actually a perfect parallel. It's like that was when the comic book bubble was. Like all of that was speculative. I don't know. This is interesting that all this stuff happened in the 90s specifically, but
right? Like it did kind of just catch on. And I wonder if, the internet had something to do with like how lucrative it got. I don't know. But yeah, Beanie Baby is very similar.
The Wizard magazine for Beanie Babies.
Funny. It sounds better than I shouldn't make fun of Mary Beth's Beanbag World.
I'm like, what's wrong with Mary Beth's Beanbag World? That sounds like an awesome store, actually.
Actually, yeah, I would go there.
Yeah.
I'd be bummed if there were Beanie Babies. Yeah. They end up selling over 500,000 copies by only its second issue. Like this is insane. People just jump on this. Because like I said, they want the pricing data. They're like, I need to know how much my Peanut the elephant is worth. It's
changing every month. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Up or down. Are we in Kosovo? Is that going to affect like how much elephant to Beanie Baby access we're going to have?
I mean,
Somalia, like who knows?
You got to pay attention to the world events and how they relate.
Directly related to the OJ trial.
The white Bronco sales plummeted.
Yeah. The white Bronco Beanie Baby. That was the only one I bought.
Honestly, they would have made bank on that.
That would have been hilarious.
That would have been really funny. The other thing that also really fuels this fire, there's another website that starts around this time called eBay.
I was going to say ebay.com.
ebay.com. And that's where collectors start selling. And by 1997 on eBay, Beanie Baby auctions totaled roughly $500 million of their revenue.
What the shit?
Yes.
$500 million?
Million.
Dear Lord.
Yeah.
$500 million?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's an insane amount of money. And that's more than 6% of their entire business model is Beanie Babies.
Wow.
Sort of in the heyday, like your average Beanie Baby was getting around $30 a sale, which still 6 times as much as you paid for it.
Yeah. I
But
feel
then
like
there's
that's like, so, as far as an analog, sorry, I feel like that's how much like Pokemon makes now, right?
yeah,
I
and
think
it's
Pokemon makes like almost like $500 million a year. Like it's the
oh yeah,
majority of Nintendo's not money, what's the word? Income is like specifically from Beanie or Pokemon related stuff. So
oh
that'll
yeah.
sort of as a
Well,
modern analog.
and it's wild because like Pokemon's come back. Like I
It never
remember
went away, dude. It never went
it never
away.
went away. I thought it kind
Yeah.
of dipped. No.
I don't think so. I think the diehards just did not mess around because you have a specific kind of person who just like loves the collection of Pokemon stuff. So they never stopped.
That kind of like ties into sort of the grander theme of like my tab is just collecting is so fascinating. And why do we do this? Like as humans, why do we?
Yeah.
And not everyone, obviously. There's people who don't collect or don't, but there's always something, right? And it's also so sentimental.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I kept seeing that sort of thread throughout all of this, and I was like, yeah, nothing's changed. Like we absolutely still do this.
Yeah.
You mentioned like Labubus. That's like today's Beanie Baby. NFTs
Also on their way out. Yeah.
Also on their way out. Yeah.
Although I would argue NFTs never provided any value of any kind whatsoever. Not just speculative value, but like a Beanie Baby, like you said, is like a toy that you can play with as a 6-year-old. Like,
right. What are you doing with NFTs?
You're literally doing nothing with an NFT. You can't.
There's
even
no
physically hold
sentimental
it.
like connection to that.
Maybe in like 20 years, oh my God, what if they'd be like, oh my God, that was the NFT I had when I was 6 years old. And then I drew a little book about all the different NFTs that I would come up with of stupid apes.
My NFT lost value because I cut off its
Yeah.
tag. You're right. NFT is its own class then, I would say. It doesn't have that emotional connection. But
It's like Beanie Babies are still a toy that you can play with.
right. And like to my credit, as someone who had many of them, I did play with them.
Yeah.
I loved playing with them.
I don't think anyone's faulting little kids for playing with Beanie Babies.
I hope not. You know, they're
Yeah.
kids. They're
Yeah,
designed
exactly.
for kids. So yeah, average resale around $30, but rare characters went for much higher. And so I say that, of course, everyone thinks of the Princess Diana bear.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Princess Diana bear is kind of legendary in that that's what people think of when they think of Beanie Baby collectors, right? Like,
Yeah.
as I showed, I still have mine. And I think she went into that plastic box a week after I got her. Like, it was immediately like, oh, well, this one's going to be worth a lot one day.
Yeah.
And so, like, why did she get such a buzz? There actually is some reasoning behind that. They announce...
I would like to think because of her horrific death specifically.
No, well, okay. I also, like, looking at this, I was like, wow, they really capitalized on that fast because she dies at the end of August in 1997. And by October, Ty announces, we're putting out a Princess Diana bear.
That's so long. I would have thought they would have done it like 2 days afterwards.
You think even sooner? I feel like that's still abrupt, especially for, like, the way she died.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like now, I mean, maybe that's just the times we live in now. I feel like now
That's
they would
fair.
have done it like within like less than, because you're like, oh, it's Princess Diana's car crash is trending on Instagram. We got to make sure we capitalize on this.
You're
Like,
so right. Yeah.
use an AI to make an ad about it. And then like, we're going to generate these things in whatever, China, and then pay for the tariffs and not care. Like,
No, you're absolutely right. And
Yeah.
like hashtag Princess Forever. Like,
yeah. Are you kidding me? October? If someone dies in August,
You're
by the time
right.
October, someone else is dead, and that's going to be more important and no one's going to care anymore.
Maybe I was harsh
Yeah.
in judging them for this. And also,
Yeah.
they only announced it. She wouldn't hit shelves until mid-December.
Oh, but in time for Christmas, so that's smart.
So that's important because
Yeah.
it's mid-December. That means retailers can only order 12 of her. They can't get the
Shit.
36. And so, because of that, she seems so much rarer. Like, there's just none of her. And
It's so evil, man. It's going to be like
Right?
another Princess Diana style car crash of people trying to go buy these things because they're so limited.
oh, I have some great examples of how insane people get.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah.
But yeah, so also because it was a Princess Diana bear, very unlike anything that they've made. They're making, like dogs and cats and not bears based on people's death.
Clearly, there was a market for it. I don't know why they didn't do it.
I don't know why
Yeah.
they didn't do more of it.
Yeah.
Everyone assumed she would be a limited edition. And so
Coming up next, the JFK Jr. dog.
Like, they really missed out. I'm just saying.
People would have bought it.
I'm just thinking of like what Beanie Baby celebrity death would
Kurt
I buy?
Cobain. They could have had a Kurt Cobain one. It would have
With
been
a
a
little
Kurt
flannel,
Cobain. Yeah.
like,
Oh my
shirt
God.
on the
Flannel.
bear.
People would have so bought that one. Yeah.
They would buy it now.
Yeah. It's true. They would buy it now for sure. The Beanie Babies are going to make a comeback.
Well, they never went away.
Yeah.
They're just not nearly as like crazy as they were.
Here's my pitch: the 27 Club, right? And just get everybody who ever died at 27, and only sell 27 of those to each retailer. Sorry, that's what I'm looking for.
Yes, brilliant. We're just
Yeah.
taking their strategy, and it obviously worked.
Exactly. Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse. I forget who was in the 27 Club. Or like
Is Heath
around
Ledger
the
in
27
that?
Club. Is Heath Ledger in it? I don't remember.
I would buy a Dark Knight Joker Beanie Baby. Are you kidding?
Oh, I would be shocked if there's not somebody who's made that already, just as a custom, even.
I'm gonna look after.
Alyssa's like, hold on, can we pause recording for a second?
I have to look something up.
Yeah. I know what I'm making you for Christmas.
I would die.
Yeah.
But yeah, so people think there's going to be limited edition, so they rush out and buy as much as they can. Eventually, the market would be flooded with them. Like, she was not limited edition. I think they end up retiring the bear in April of the next year. So there's plenty of time for people to go and get a Diana bear. But that scarcity mindset never went away. And so that's why that bear in particular, like, is the hallmark of this. People still list their Diana bears for insanely high prices on eBay. Yeah. But important to note, just because they're listed that high doesn't mean they're selling that high.
Correct. Yes.
Usually they do sell for around $20.
Yeah. That's like, do you remember when I did the Mark Smith paintings, the Taco Bell ones?
Yes. Yeah.
Occasionally I'll go look on eBay for them, and then like someone will sell one for like $130, and then there's people who are like $10,000 for that. I'm like, no one's buying this shit, bro.
No, you can say how much it like. Yeah, there's one like listed for $1 million, and I'm like, okay,
eat shit. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, not happening.
Unrelated. We should probably get some of those Taco Bell paintings.
I haven't checked in a while to see if they're still selling, but
those were so cool. I loved that episode.
They're the best. I love them too. I always hoped that by this point we would have had a big studio, because we would have had more than tens of listeners, and we would have just had them all up on the walls. But unfortunately,
join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon. We'll be selling Alyssa's exclusive Princess Diana Beanie Baby for $10 million.
Yeah. Serious offers only. Thank you.
Yeah. The people who listen to this podcast are clearly sitting around on $10 million in their pockets.
That feels right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my note about Princess Diana Bear. That is why she is so known. And yeah, it's crazy. That's why I haven't gotten rid of her. And I know it's like not real, but I have literally moved her from every place in my life to Arizona. So
I think once you put it in glass, it's like, that's it. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter if it's worth anything or not worth anything. Like, you're never taking it out of that glass.
No, I was like, I kind of want to see, because there is one version of her that does actually get thousands of dollars because there's like a misprint. And I was like, I kind of want to look and see if mine has that, but that would mean opening the case and opening the tag, and I'm not going to do it.
Does opening the case ruin it?
No.
Can you close the case again?
Yeah. I know this
opening...
I know this is ridiculous. I know I could absolutely just open that.
We're on camera right now, Alyssa. I'm not going to push you into this, but this could be an incredible get for our audience to watch you actually doing it on camera now that you have the supportive audience. What if this actually was the one that's worth thousands of dollars? You don't have to do it if you don't want, if you're going to do it.
Well, I opened her.
Oh, she did it!
Oh my gosh.
This is the most exciting episode of all time. It's been removed. Oh no, it's oxidizing very quickly.
Oh no, Thanos snap. She's very soft, by the way.
That's nice.
And the tag protector is so yellow.
Oh my God, you have a tag protector on it? Holy shit, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, it was insane. I was insane. People also got protectors for these tags.
The butt plug, whatever it's called.
The butt plug tag. The tush tag.
Tush tag, sorry.
I will say my tag's a little like crooked.
Uh-oh, that's a good sign. What's the misprint?
So I believe it was an international one. And so because I can see that this was made in, it was made in China, but manufactured, distributed in America, I do not think I have the special one. Also, just so I'll put like an actual picture up. But
okay. Princess.
It's like cursive font.
Oh, it's very nice.
It's very nice. And I will say, to Ty's credit, they did donate the profits from Princess Diana Bear to a charity.
The charity of I Need to Get a Lamborghini charity.
It was the Princess Diana Memorial Fund.
Yeah.
Which I didn't look up and see what they did with it, but they made like $22 million for this. Yeah. Okay, I put her back in.
I cannot believe with such ease that you were like, I have not opened this my entire life. You're like, yeah, let's do it right now.
Peer pressure, man. It's real.
That was insane. Oh my God. Thank you for doing that for the show.
Yeah, I feel kind of liberated.
I was going to say, do you feel like alive right now?
I do.
Yeah.
I should have played with the
exactly.
bears.
You could have just been hanging out with her and maybe you can sleep with her tonight.
Yeah, she'll watch over me just like the real Princess Diana would.
Every night.
All right. Well, thank you for walking me through that. That was it's a big landmark of my life. All right. So back to the bubble. I swear we're getting there. The other thing that sort of, what am I trying to say? Reinforced the hype is that news stations were constantly reporting on like store thefts, burglaries, and stampedes that were happening over these Beanie Babies. And so you're just confirming to the public that this is a product that they should go out and get.
Almost like they were in on it.
Do you think? Maybe.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think Tom Brokaw was out there being like, looking at his dollars, just counting them one by one before he does any broadcast.
All built on Beanie Baby blood.
Yeah. They're just like smoking a cigar, being like, we did it again, boys.
So yeah, that's all. And then the big one, really big one. I mentioned McDonald's at the start of this.
Right.
They start partnering with Ty to sell, they're called Teeny Beanies.
That's right. I do remember these.
Yep. They were in every Happy Meal. And people went insane for this.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Meal sales doubled.
Wow.
And 100 million Beanie Babies were distributed in less than a month.
Holy shit.
Which, that's a crazy volume.
The thing that makes me bummed out is that I know that like $99 million of those was just people buying the Happy Meal and throwing it out and just keeping the toy.
Oh, yeah. No, I have a story about two families who...
oh, no.
Yeah, we'll get there. That's next. I will say before moving on to the examples of insanity, as I have it labeled. By 1998, their annual sales had grown past $1.4 billion.
Jesus Christ.
So like this was insane. And yeah, it's not just kids. It is full on like adults are collecting these, right? At this point, the beanies are treated more as investments than plush toys. Mm-hmm. Families would start stockpiling them for college funds and nest eggs. And this is because actual financial advisors were recommending this. Like they were like, if you can, maybe set aside 5 to 10 of this Beanie Baby for a rainy day. Yeah. And I mean, again, crypto, that kind of like we hear this all the time. This is the next big thing. You should invest in this.
Yeah. You're going to get left behind if you don't do this.
Truly. Yeah. And so I went through some of the news cycle, the news articles of the time. And here are like some of the craziest ones I found.
Okay.
I'm going to send you a picture of one, which is my favorite like masterpiece of the time. Okay. I just texted it to you.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen this picture before. So it's like, what is it? A husband and a wife? Mm-hmm. In court, they're kneeled on the ground looking like they're taking a hip-hop photo, but I think they're just there's a giant pile of Beanie Babies in front of them while like a lawyer behind them is like looking at paperwork.
Yep.
And then there's a bunch of people that are in attendance, but I'll let you explain what it is. I think I know what this is about.
Yeah, so this is a couple going through a divorce, and their collection, they said, was worth $5,000. And they couldn't figure out how to split it up. And so the judge was like, you know what? Bring your whole collection in, put it on the courtroom floor. We're going through these one by one. And
you know what I'll say as a judge, right?
Yeah.
Like, your job's probably like not that interesting.
True.
But if you're like one day, you're like, just bring in all the Beanie Babies and let's just sit and talk about it. That's probably like, because I was talking about this with Hannah on the courtroom sketch episode from a couple weeks ago where I was like,
oh, yeah.
Where somebody had like stolen a bunch of wine and then they brought in a bunch of wine bottles and then the court sketch artist was like, and then I got to draw a bunch of wine bottles. It was fun because like court's probably really mundane, right?
Yeah.
So I feel like it would be funny to be like, yeah, let's go through all these Beanie Babies, just kill some time. I got something to do that's at least fun.
Right. It's not another speeding ticket that someone
Yeah,
is fighting.
exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was the judge, I would totally be on board with that.
You know
too.
what? That's
I'd be like,
fair.
yeah,
Maybe they were like, this is ridiculous. We're doing it.
It is still a job. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I wonder if they had a courtroom sketch artist, because this would have been so funny.
Can you imagine being the courtroom sketch artist on the day that the Beanie Babies had to get split up? That would be the greatest day of all time.
You can't top that. Like, no crime of the century. That is the best day.
Unless somebody tries to kill the other person in the middle of splitting up the Beanie Babies, and then you've got the best drawing of all time.
I was going to say, that just elevated your day. Like,
yeah,
you can only go up.
Yep.
Yeah, so I thought that one makes me laugh. Let's see. These are just like some pictures of the insanity that was like pretty commonplace.
Okay, here's a picture of a young boy in front of a bunch of sherbet-colored Beanie Babies.
Sherbet, good word.
Eight or nine of them.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like packing them up. And you got another picture of a lady who's what the hell is that? Like a banana Beanie Baby?
I think it's an eel or a snake.
Disgusting.
I forgot how much you hate eels.
Ew. And then she's very excited and she's like reaching out to grab it. And I like the one hand coming out of frame.
Right, just
to hand her the wheel. This is like what was the movie? The Schwarzenegger movie? Not the action.
Oh, what was that one?
Why am I
with the little like action figure?
The Christmas one.
Yes, Jingle All the Way. No,
Jingle All the Way. It looks
is that
like
what it
very
was?
jingle. Yeah, it looks like a very Jingle All the Way moment.
So another one was the 6-year-old girl was injured during a Beanie Baby sale in Connecticut. I think she got trampled and ended up having like a bloody leg.
Oh, Jesus.
In Lancaster, Pennsylvania, a McDonald's manager had to call for police backup when the teeny beanie collectors got out of control.
Yeah, I'm sure the cops were like real slow to get to that one. They're like, call it McDonald's, let's go.
We're already here.
Yeah.
We're the collectors. No.
Yeah. They're like, sorry, we heard there's a bunch of Beanie Babies at the local donut shop. We're going to go check that out first. Yeah,
so they had like 50 different collectors just like jammed into this McDonald's and starting to get rowdy / I don't know if it escalated to like pure violence, but they wanted the next beanie of the set to go on sale. And the McDonald's cashier was like, I literally can't do that until we're out of the first set. And so people were like, fine, we'll just buy up the rest of them. And so it descended like into chaos very quickly.
Jesus.
There is a couple named the Ward couple, the Wards. They ate 3 Happy Meals a day each in order to get every limited edition teeny beanie.
Listen, as long as they're not doing food waste, that's all I care
about.
That's okay. That's their business. Also, Happy Meals, they're not that big. They're for little kids.
That's true, actually.
I would absolutely eat 3 Happy Meals right now. Are you kidding me? That's like 3 teeny burgers and like a quarter order of fries.
You're right. That is actually like a solid lunch.
Yeah, that's like the equivalent of like a Big Mac, probably.
Could you do it every day, though?
I mean, there's that documentary where that guy apparently got healthier from doing it. I don't know. That was all a lie, apparently.
That's what I read. Yeah. They made us watch that like 4 times in high school.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They were like, this is what happens.
4 times?
Yeah. Every health class.
Super Size Me is the
Super
doc,
Size
by
Me.
the way,
Yep, that's the one.
I don't know what we're talking about. Where Morgan
Spurlock.
Didn't he die?
Did he die?
I think he died.
Did he?
One of them died. I swear Morgan Spurlock died. He did die, yes. 2 years ago.
Whoa. I didn't realize he was gone.
Not as a result of the Big Macs, from what I understand, but he did pass away.
I am sure that was everybody's first question, though, when he...
Yeah.
Like, was it the McDonald's?
It was only a month, too, by the way. Around like half this country survives on McDonald's their entire life.
Right? Yeah, there's some like actual deep issues with that doc. Yeah. We don't have time for that today. But something that I thought was funny about the Ward couple in their article. Their daughter said she was worried about them, saying that her mom, she buys them clothes. They have them all over the house. She just bought the one in the kitchen, a special chef's outfit. And like for your kid to go on the record and be like, I'm worried.
It sounds like something my wife would do.
Little outfits. I mean, it's kind of cute. But the couple responded, it's better than gambling or drugs, right? We only spend about $500 a month on beanies.
Should have been buying Apple stock back then.
Actually, though, yeah. But they were being told, like I said, by literal financial advisors, this is the sound investment.
There's like TV financial advisors though, right? Not like Charles. They're not calling up Charles Schwab being like, "What should I do? Where should I put my money?"
Not that I saw, but like
This is
actual
like the Jim Cramer equivalent, or like whoever of back in those days. Yeah,
right.
Dave
It's like
Ramsey
maybe
or somebody. Yeah,
take it with a grain of salt. Maybe don't listen to this investor.
Maybe if the investors are telling everybody at the same time that they should invest in something, that it's probably too late to invest in that thing to make a bunch of money.
Isn't that kind of always the case? Another family, the Robinson family in LA, their story got pretty well known. They spent around $100,000 on their collection in the hopes that it would eventually put their 5 kids through college.
Could have saved that $100,000.
That's what I was like, what was the $100,000 for? They also ate the McDonald's multiple times a day to the point where the kids started faking being sick because they didn't want to eat any more Happy Meals.
Can you imagine being a child being like, I've had too many Happy Meals? Like, that sounds like every kid's dream.
Right. Like, what is that amount when you, as a kid, draw the line? Like,
that's how bad it, like, Mom, can I have an apple, please?
One vegetable?
Water? Yeah. My teeth hurt.
Teeth hurt. I don't feel good. Yeah. So that was that. And then one more that I thought was hallmark of the times. A truck carrying teeny beanies in Atlanta crashed and spilled merchandise across 5 lanes of highway traffic.
Oh my God. This is like a Simpsons gag.
I wouldn't be surprised if like this actually is shown on Simpsons. But motorists risked their lives to go grab them from the road. This is during rush hour.
Rush hour.
Yeah.
Which is during happy hour.
Which is also happy
well.
hour. So like, you know.
All these drunk people just being like, get out of my way.
I need that teeny beanie.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a little window into this mania. Like this stuff was all over the place. So when and how did the bubble burst? Because for me, I remember being super into them and then they kind of just disappeared. And I don't know, like I just thought I grew out of them. But they came to a pretty quick halt. So sales began to lose momentum in 1999. And one of the reasons why this happens is the company decides to release 24 new characters at the same time, which is overwhelming. Like that's a lot for collectors to try to keep up on.
Yep.
So sales start to dwindle, right? Yep. And Ty is like, okay, how do we get people like back into the stores buying more of these? I know. We're going to announce that all of the Beanie Babies are retiring on December 31st of 1999.
I kind of love that though. That's smart.
It's definitely like a stunt.
Yeah.
And it wasn't real. They weren't gonna do that. But he was like, this will get people back in the stores. And then at this point, I should mention, I think there were around 160-ish different characters, different Beanie Babies. And so he's like, this will do it. This will rekindle demand. Instead, it ignites this massive wave of panic selling because people are like, oh shit, okay, the bubble's bursting. Got to get out while I can. Yeah. And so the market ends up getting absolutely flooded with inventory.
Holy shit.
And people are like, I can't even make $1 on these things. Like
he ruined it himself.
He kind of did, right?
Interesting.
And like later on, I think they were trying to recover. They release a poll to like their public online, like, do you want us to bring the Beanies Babies back? Should we actually retire them? And I'm like, did you think like that was gonna save it?
Idiot.
Right. And so, yeah, there's no more scarcity. People are finding that this was all kind of a sham. And collectors are just trying to sell to other collectors. So, like...
Yeah, there's nobody that's actually buying this that has real money.
Exactly. These aren't actual collector's items. And so, it happened almost overnight, like, truly. And families that poured their savings into these investments now discover that their collection was basically worthless. Yeesh. They start popping up at flea markets, garage sales, donation bins. And like I said, they wouldn't even come close to selling for even their original $5 price. So that is the burst of the Beanie bubble. And like I said, Beanie Babies are still around. They have like this new iteration where they have these like really giant eyes. I kind of hate them. I don't think they're nearly as cute as like the first ones, but...
So the company didn't go bankrupt. It's still around.
It is still around. It is still around.
And they're like a subsidiary of something or other?
I'm trying to remember. I know I did read this.
Ty.com is still around.
I still think Ty Warner is in control of it. He also started investing in like real estate and stuff like that.
Yeah, see, when I'm looking at the website right now, this is what I was going to say. Is like I would think that they would pivot to the like Funko model where it's like you just start licensing everything out.
Yeah.
So there's like Bluey and
Hmm.
Jasmine, and that's just the kind of Mulan. That's what I'm looking at right now on the website.
Right. And that's, to that point, like the kids I know that have Ty Beanie Babies now, it's always a
Yeah,
character. It's never
yeah.
like, this is a random snake Beanie Baby that I love. It's always a character.
You say random, I would say an original character.
Oh,
It's
I'm
like it
sorry.
has to be
Yes.
associated with a different IP.
You're right. Yeah. It's its own thing.
Ty, if you're listening, we have an idea. Alyssa and I just discussed
It's
this. We're
pretty
not going to
good.
include it. Yeah,
Yeah, we're not
we
like,
actually do.
yeah, no, I think it would do really well. It has some legs.
Yeah, I think we could do it. If anyone is interested in a TV show about the Beanie Babies that works in the Thai corporate, let us know. Reach out to us. We got a pitch for you.
Yes, we do. That is kind of the end of my tab. What are your thoughts on like, I just kind of wanted to pick your brain about collecting, especially we both go to like
Mm-hmm.
conventions. We see people do this where they line up and buy, 10 of one item and then go
Yeah,
out and turn around and resell it. Like, I don't know. I just, something about reading about this and seeing how sort of rabid like these adult collectors got.
yeah,
It just kind of bummed me out. Like there were so many stories where people were like, "Oh yeah, I saw kids walking away from the store empty-handed." Meanwhile, you see adults
hmm,
like carting
yeah,
armfuls.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, I don't know. I think it kind of hit me too because I was like, yeah, for me they were toys, and yes, I liked the collecting aspect, but I played with them. They were emotional, and so kind of back to what we
Yeah,
were saying about that sentimental connection.
yeah.
I don't know. Any
No,
thoughts?
yeah, no, it made me think of obviously the analog we keep mentioning was the Labubu.
Hmm.
But the Labubus are interesting because I've seen these like think pieces that people write about it because they're just like, why are they so popular? And like the general consensus seems to be like everything is such shit and the economy is so destroyed and like we're all so like absolutely like screwed
Hmm.
that like why not just spend $30 on some dumb little thing that makes you feel good because it's
Oh
funny or
yeah.
cute or whatever because you're never going to afford a house, you're never going to buy a nice car, you're never going to get any of these things. So it's like these are the little luxury items that I shouldn't say working class. We're not like, we're not coal miners or anything, but just like middle class people can afford.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's interesting to think of the 90s, right? Because the 90s is the opposite of that, right? Not to say that people weren't struggling in the 90s, but generally speaking, like the economy is doing well.
Yeah.
People are making money. Like it's so I don't know how true that is in terms of the Labubu. I don't know how fair it is to make that comparison of Labubu to the Beanie Babies because people weren't struggling to the extent that they are now.
Yeah.
Just on the whole, right? I'm not saying that people weren't struggling. Obviously,
No,
everyone's
yeah.
struggling at every.
Different, very different era for
Yeah,
sure.
we had a middle class in the 90s. We don't have a middle class anymore now. So
Right.
it is really kind of interesting. So it's like, I wonder if it's something deeper, but I think I'd be curious to sort of unpack that later of like, I wonder what it was about the 90s, about that idea. Cause I can tell you the other analog I was thinking of was comics, right? Because
Yeah.
comic books very famously had a bubble. There was like the investor bubble that happened, but that was as a result of, it's kind of similar to what to Ty was doing, but they did the opposite, right?
Hmm.
And what happened is that like in the late 80s, early 90s, all of a sudden these comics that had been around for a long, long time, like, whatever, Action Comics #1, like old Wonder Woman comics, stuff like
Yeah.
that. All that stuff, there was scarcity. And then people were realizing like, oh shit, like it was a nostalgia cycle. These are the comics that I grew up with. And they realized that they're worth a shit ton of money. So all of a sudden people were like, oh man, we need to like invest in comics and like we need to buy X-Men and we need to buy the new Spider-Man. And then in turn, Marvel was like, cool, we're going to print like 1 million copies of like the #1. And then there's variants with like 14 different holograms on the cover and like
Yeah.
this, that, and the other thing. And then eventually it was like, well, none of this is worth shit. Like we have like all the comics I have now, like none of them are worth anything is because they flooded the market.
Right. Yeah.
But the investment speculator bubble thing that happened there was for very different reasons because it was rooted in like an example of something that had happened Whereas with Beanie Babies, it's interesting because they weren't like Beanie Babies from the 60s that were suddenly making a comeback.
Right. They're not
But
vintage. I mean, I guess now they are, but
yeah,
right. They were
now they
completely
are,
new
right.
product. Yeah.
But it's interesting that I wonder if the pattern of Beanie Babies is falling. But I don't know, actually, because it sounds like, at least initially,
Mm-hmm.
right, the strategy of like, limited release and only going
Yeah.
into these stores, like that's still like a business model that works really well. I mean, I'm in
Yeah.
Los Angeles. Are you kidding me? Like limited
Right.
drops is like every 5 seconds there's some limited drop that like
Yeah.
people line up on Melrose for like 10 blocks, and then they turn around and they sell into secondary. I think that kind of shit's always going to be there.
Absolutely. And that even plays
Um,
into, we sell at Comic Cons and doing
yeah,
con exclusives and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah,
yeah,
this is part of the strategy. People want something that's unique and limited.
yeah. I think the broader problem though is sort of what I was saying about the Labubu, where it's like we live in a hellscape. Like
Mm-hmm.
everything's terrible. Like it's so much. You can't afford real art in that same way, but it's like, well, if I can get this one exclusive thing, I have this one personal thing that's mine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like that's the closest I'm gonna get to owning like I don't know, like a Picasso or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
everybody wants something that makes them feel special.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of maybe the emotional reason behind it, but also just the sense of desperation where it's like I have something that like is special, and then maybe I can make money off of it someday. But I think the aftermarket people are always going to be there.
I mean, and like you said, this thing made me happy for a little bit, and everything's so terrible that I'm looking for anything to sort of fill that void. And like, I mean, that is, I feel like, very defining of our generation. That I think it's why nostalgia sells. It's why millennials will always flock for that stuff. Like, it is something that I think drives a lot of our purchasing.
Yeah. 3 words: late stage capitalism. That's basically what it all comes down to.
Love it here. It's great.
Love it here. Anyway, Alyssa, wonderful tab. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and count you down to close your tabs. What sound would you like to put in later for yourself?
Oh
as
my
you
gosh.
Close your tabs?
What should I do for this? I'm going to do a bunch of Beanie Babies being thrown on the ground, like at a divorce court.
Okay. You ready? I'll count you down.
I'm ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
They are
wonderful.
closed.
Moving on to listener emails. Or email, singular, not multiple. This week, our listener email is from Rebecca from Baltimore.
Hello, Rebecca.
Hello, Rebecca. Hi, Kava, Alyssa, and Hannah. This is a tab that I opened over a year ago, actually, when I moved here, because I saw merch for something called Mr. Trash Wheel at various places around the city, but without the context. I was delighted when I finally read about him. Basically, for over 10 years now, there have been these big wheels with googly eyes that help catch trash from runoff before it gets into Baltimore's harbor. There is a whole family of them, though the OG is Mr. Trash Wheel. There is also Professor Trash Wheel, Captain Trash Wheel, and Gwenda the Good Wheel of the West.
Oh my gosh, incredible.
Mr. Trash, can you start calling me Professor Trash Wheel? I feel like that's like a great nickname.
Be honored to call you that.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. Mr. Trash Wheel was drafted by the Ravens football team not too long ago, and he's a social media icon. I highly recommend checking out his Instagram page. Anyways, it's a pretty fun way to highlight and help solve an important issue in the city. It's always good to say hello to Mr. Trash Wheel whenever I'm in the Inner Harbor. They've included links. I'm a big fan of the show I've been a big fan of the show since the beginning. Keep up the good work, Rebecca. I need to send you these links.
Yes,
so
I got to see Mr. Trash Wheel.
Incredible name. That's Professor Trash Wheel to you.
I'm sorry. I forgot you went to.
I didn't study 5 years of trash wheeling for nothing. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I got my doctorate in trash wheel. It's amazing.
This is so much better than I thought it was.
Yeah, exactly. It's even better than you thought it was going to be.
Those eyes are insane. Oh my gosh.
Everything should have this.
Yes. They're really cute.
It looks like an old timey water mill that has like a Sydney Opera House, like weird kind of formation-y skirt thing over it with googly eyes.
I'm thinking of like roly-poly almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it has like the old time water wheel, but then it has like you said, a Sydney Opera House like covering. And then the googly eyes are gigantic. So
yeah,
it is truly just a mouth. It's very cute.
I want to see the Beanie Baby of this guy.
Did you see
The
that?
Professor Trash Wheel Beanie Baby?
Yes. Maybe we're just gonna have Beanie Babies for the show.
Captain Trash Wheel. That's a good insult. Oh, okay, Captain Trash. I'm gonna call Hannah that when she comes back.
Did you see that they have their likes and dislikes listed under each one on their website?
Oh no, but I did notice that Gwenda, the Good Wheel of the West, has the same birthday as me. It's June 3rd, but in 2021.
Oh my God, which is great because you love Wicked.
It's true. And musicals. Likes anything purple, Unusually Large Spiders, Astrology, Erykah Badu, Wicked the musical, of course,
just like
Ouija
you,
boards, and Hermione Granger, all things that I love. Dislikes the Salem Witch Trials, Plastic Bottles, Falling Houses, Dorothy and Her Little Dog too.
Man, basically you're twins.
Yeah.
These are amazing. Thank you for sharing those with us, Rebecca.
Yes. Captain Trashwheel likes big ships, bird watching, and the beneficial reuse of dredge materials. Dislikes sedimentation, cloudy days, and gender-specific pronouns.
Oh.
These are very progressive wheels.
I love that.
Professor Trashwheel hates the patriarchy.
Oh my gosh. Heck yeah.
What? Although I don't like Mr. Trashwheel, he dislikes ducks. I'm not into that. I like ducks.
Ducks are great. He's wrong about that. Maybe that just like interferes with his work.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. Hot take.
Like pizza boxes, which
be a big fan of this podcast. If you too have an interesting tab you'd like to send us, please send it to 500opentabs@gmail.com. That's 500. Include a link. Give us a brief description of what you've learned and where you're from, because we like to know, now that we know if we ever go to Baltimore. We
have to find at least Mr. Trashwheel, if not Professor and Captain and Gwenda.
Here's what I'm going to do for my anniversary this year. I'm going to fly Sarah out to Baltimore. We're going to take a romantic ride on the Professor Trash Wheel. And then we're just going to go around scooping up pizza boxes.
Yes. At sunset.
Yes. It'll be great.
Beautiful. Also, if you want to send in a voice memo, we love having those too.
Yes.
Try to keep it somewhat short, but if it's interesting and you want to share, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah. Speaking of hearing from you, Alyssa, it was wonderful to hear from you and have you on the show. Thank you for putting together a tab. It was wonderful and fun and interesting. I'm sad that Hannah didn't get to hear about the Beanie Babies, but I'm sure she will.
She might not listen to this.
Fat chance.
Yeah, she gets the FOMO. I get it.
Yeah. You'll be like, what did you guys talk about? Why was I there? Anyway, Alyssa, thank you again. Is there where can people find you? What are you up to? I know you have a real job, but what about your non-real job related activities?
Non-real job activities. Well, right now I am moving. So life has been a little crazy.
Come help her move if you're sitting around.
Please. If you have a truck, that would be great.
Yeah, strong back. Come help her.
I can only fit so much in my little Mazda. But no, I do draw. I haven't posted much lately, but you can find me at Steamboat Lissy on Instagram. That's kind of where I mainly hang out. And then, otherwise I am usually spending some time on this podcast and editing. And I have been trying out some new teasers on YouTube. So if you guys haven't checked those out, they've been fun to make as I've learned sort of the approach for them. I do love doing motion graphics. That is like my day job. So getting to introduce that back is kind of fun.
Award-winning motion graphics artist.
It's me.
Yes.
Exciting stuff. But that's me. Where can they find you?
All right. We can find 500 Open Tabs on Instagram and on Blue Sky. Also, if you have not gotten a chance to subscribe to YouTube, please go ahead and do that. I am PermaFriends on Instagram and Vegetarian on Blue Sky. Other than that, thank you guys for listening. Thank you again to Alyssa. I think that about wraps us up. Please keep the people of Iran in your hearts. Thank you guys for listening. Keep it Hannah, I guess, because Hannah's not here.
Yeah, keep it Hannah, guys.
Yeah. Or don't. I don't care. Hannah wouldn't care. She'd be like, don't do that.
Don't perceive me is what she would say.
But thank you again. And we'll see you at the next one, guys.
All right. Sounds good. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.